Good evening, BMan.
Good evening.
So you know why you're being brought here today is for the allegations against you that you have not only erotic role played with a minor who is at the ages between 12 and 16, but you also erotic role played with the minor in question between the years of 2021 and 2024. Do you confirm or deny these allegations?
I confirm absolutely everything.
Okay. At this time, you're going to be amongst us to play as your jury. We do not cast judgment, for that is the community's thing to do. However, we have some very choice words for you as of tonight. We're going to go ahead and start with the very beginning, and we want to hear from you about every piece of evidence that's going to be coming up tonight. Do you swear to tell us the whole truth and nothing but the truth from this moment on, as well as from the very beginning and the start of this interrogation?
I promise to and swear to tell everything, to tell the truth to my recollection.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and start off with the very first screenshot evidence that has popped up in the server where we found out about these allegations. Lily, if you have them, could you please show them now?
Of course. Should I just go ahead and send 10 at a time?
Yes, please. We'll start
Okay.
with the first 10.
All right. These are only 3, but I think these are already pretty fucking damning.
So let's start with the biggest screenshot here of you literally saying you got, because I may just be later. That means it's time for, not before I rape you, and what do you have to say for
I have
yourself
not.
right now with this damning information about you mentioning one of the most horrific crimes in all of humanity? Let's start with that first.
I will say, and I will admit this right now, that then I had a fetish. Yes, it was a very fucked up thing I had, and I kept it hidden.
Okay. So the second image, it says I may review again later, which is also what's found within the very first screenshot image here. Who are you saying this to?
I have been saying it to Alia.
How old is Alia?
I believe she's currently 17. I'm not sure, but at the time she was 12 years old, although I knew her to be 14 years old.
Okay. Regardless of what age she told you, it was still in the age group of a minor. And you are fully aware that you did this at this time, correct?
I am fully aware.
Okay.
I found
And the
another
third,
screenshot.
yes, the third screenshot is you literally saying, "Good Lord, she was worse than our erotic role plays, laughing my ass off." Who were you talking about at that point? Jackie, I do believe.
Are we talking about the third screenshot here?
We're talking about the third.
Oh, yes, the third, yeah, we were talking about how Jackie was very bad with the EIP she did with multiple people. That's what we were talking about.
Okay. And you are talking about this to a 12-year-old at this time, or what age was she?
This was in 2024. She was 12 in 2021. So go forward at least 3 years, she would have been
Let's discuss that third screenshot again. So you are fully aware that at this time that is still a minor that you are talking to about this, correct?
correct.
Okay. Let's go on to the fourth one. You are role playing with her at the age of 12 in the screenshot, and this, is she aware or that she was role playing with a adult?
I believe she was. I was not. I am not sure if she knew I was an adult at the time. I'm. I'm trying to remember if I had my age publicly in my bio. I
Did you
don't
think to
remember that.
ask her about her age at this time?
Did I ask about her age?
Yes.
I did not.
Okay.
Not to my recollection.
You realize that in this fourth screenshot is extremely fucked up, for one. And I'm using this with the best of my ability to keep this brief. But you realize that what you're doing literally is damning to you. Do you realize that?
I realize that.
Did you realize that at the time that you were doing this to a minor, regardless if it was 12 or a 16-year-old, that you, as an adult, were willing to do this?
I was seemingly willing to do it at the time, and I knew about the
Seemingly or still willing? I really want a very definite answer here. I don't want an
Yeah.
in-between. We're not going to do the fucking silver lining.
No, I'm not trying to do a silver lining. I'm just saying to my recollection. And yes,
Okay.
I believe I knew I was doing it at that time.
Did at any point in time you think that this was a horrible idea and that you were the most fucked up individual for you still continuing this from the years of 2021 to 2024?
Yes, I realized at the time, and I wanted to stop, but I I wanted to distance myself from it, and I wanted to confess to someone about it, but I was afraid of the backlash.
You do realize that you could have at any point in time that you started to see signs such as wanting to erotic roleplay with a minor at any given age, so long as they were under the age of 18, you could have easily gone out to get a therapist or talk to a psychiatrist. Were you aware?
I was not. That did not.
That's a fault. No, that is literally a rhetorical
Yeah,
statement because you knew. You're an adult.
yeah. I did not think of getting therapy at the
She's
time.
not trying to jailbait you. It's a
Oh
kid.
no. Oh,
This
this
is
is
somebody's daughter that you are wanting to screw with. That
yes.
is
I
literally
understand.
somebody's daughter. So, what would you say to that parent right now that you were wanting to fuck their daughter? Let's start with that. What if we brought this to their mother and father right now? What do you have to say for yourself? Let's start with that.
I will simply tell them everything that I was erotically role-playing with their daughter at various times and even showcasing my fetish to them. And I expect them to be very angry with me.
You realize that this huge chunk of screenshots right here that Jerry has forwarded is, I do believe, just only one session of your little erotic roleplay escapade of with
Uh,
a minor.
there were multiple sessions in between 2021 and 2024 to a lesser extent, yes.
I want you to tell me how many. How many? Give me an estimate. How many?
Uh, I do not remember off the top of my head, but I do know there were at least 10 to 30. I'll just say it like that.
Okay. Was your girlfriend aware at the time that you were doing this?
I was not, but I have notified her now and I explained to her everything.
Of course you went to go notify her now because she was going to find out regardless. Let me ask you, how long have you been dating your girlfriend?
Since 2017.
Okay, so since 2017, you decided that an adult woman was not enough, so you went after a minor. Correct?
Yeah, I took advantage of a minor and did not think of anything at the time. And it's especially fucked up because I will say this as well. I helped said minor get away from another pedophile, this one being Pizza Hyper.
So you admit that you were not only trying to quote unquote get her away from another pedophile, but you were literally preying upon her as you were doing so.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna let Lily speak here for a minute.
If you don't mind, I want to voice something about this that really troubles me right now. BMan, you've known me since I was 15. You've been around many people, both previous minors and current minors. I'm not yelling phrase. You've been around many minors, some of which still are minors. Hell, you've even been involved in situations helping minors get away from pedophiles. And yet, you still went on to do this shit. Be honest with me when I ask you this, because if I find out you are lying, then God help me. Is Alia the only person you've done this to? Is Alia the only person you've done this to?
Nope. She is not the only minor I have done this to.
Then tell all of us here, who else have you done this to? By the way,
And-
Matt, censor any other names that come up, okay?
Could you also
Absolutely.
text them in this chat?
Yeah, if you can let me know in DMs, then that'll be great.
We need to know, BMan.
Yep. I do have one off the top of my head. I do not remember if there are any others, but I do know one off the top of my head. And the name I will give is, do any of you know a person named,
Yep.
yeah,
Oh my god.
I did it with her too, like, ages ago.
And how old was she at the time?
She was a minor at the time. I don't exactly recall her age since she kept it private, but I did know she was a minor at the time. But by the way, she
And-
goes by now, so
Well, so you knew she was a minor and did it anyways.
yeah, and we like kept it a secret, basically. And I have not spoken to her in many years.
When was this?
I believe it was somewhere in 2020, it was in, I'm trying to see, but it was before 2021. It was definitely 2019, 2020. Yeah, last time I did it with her was in 2020. I've stopped that since then.
Okay, B-Man, be completely honest with me here. Did you only get involved in exposing predators to try to cover your own ass this entire time?
No.
Let me ask
I
you
have-
this. I would like to ask something here real quick.
Go first.
B-Man, at any point when we uncovered all these predators and we had their victims and we were talking to those victims, did at any point you felt sexually towards them and were thinking about doing what you did with Allie, like what you would want to do to the others?
I'm sorry.
honest.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? You were kind of a little muddy there.
Did at any point when we were interrogating the other pedophiles, did you have at any point want to sexually have relationships with any one of their victims?
I did not.
Okay. Joey, go ahead.
Now, regarding the minors that you role played with, there's one thing I need to ask regarding that. Did you erotic role played with Jackie?
I did not.
Okay. All right. That's all. That's all I need to ask for. I just gotta be sure.
I was actually about to ask that too, because that was starting to make me scratch my head.
Yeah, because of my previous defense of Jackie, which I have said before and publicly that I was manipulated by her, since she's known to lie very well, and I fell for her manipulation because I thought she could change, but that was incorrect.
To be honest, B-Man, I had some suspicions regarding you about that, because you were defending Jackie and you got on my ass for it when I
Got on mine too.
Yeah.
I got on multiple people's asses on her behalf, which I thought I was like doing this whole peacemaker thing, but that was clearly a mistake, and I regret doing that.
Mind if I bring up something?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
You know, maybe I should have seen this coming, since, to my recollection, you were one of the first adults within this circle who was perfectly happy to let Inkto Rosalina back in.
One of them, it was not my idea. It was Jackie's, I believe.
So?
I highly doubt that, considering Lily doesn't really lie. She really doesn't. So I'm.
Like, I do not. It wasn't my idea to let them back in.
So even okay,
Phrase. It was not my idea. It was not your idea. It was, to my recollection, it was Jackie's.
all right, here, let me say something. And this is probably going to be controversial as hell. But even if it was supposedly Jackie's idea, you should have been the responsible adult in telling her no. And so should everyone else who welcomed Inkto back in so quickly, but that's a story for another time.
And also, didn't you also defended TCS for his own predatorial behavior?
Oh, that too.
I did not defend his actions, but I was giving him another chance, like I did Inkto, which also was a mistake.
That literally proved my point. You stayed in contact with those two, and I should have saw this coming. I trusted you, man. I really did.
Easy, Joey.
I have not been. I
No.
have not spoken to those two in ages.
I'm keeping
Let's move on. Let's move on real quick. Phrase, go ahead.
Yeah, I was about to ask that question too. Be honest, have you been in contact with any of them since that talk that we had?
Are you asking if I had any contact with them since that talk?
Yes.
I've only sporadically allowed TCS to message me, but I have not spoken to him very much or at all. Or if at all, so like I just kind of like cut him loose.
Alright, Swaggy is asking, why even go after minors when you defended them? Know that it was bad.
Frankly, I'm asking myself the same question.
That's all you have to say?
I don't know why I didn't stop it. I don't know why I didn't do anything against it. I I thought it would be like a kept secret. But I wanted to confess to somebody. Like like when I fully saw the error of my ways in 2024, but I was afraid of the backlash. I've stayed silent because I was afraid of the backlash. I was like I was trying to come to terms with my own hypocrisy because I was one of the champions against pedos and creeps in the community, and I ended up being one.
But BMan, even though you're afraid of the backlash, I mean, dude, you should be. What did you expect?
Yeah, I did expect this, even if I did confess, and I have to face the music, I guess. There's no going back from this.
Let me ask you something. Did at any point during those years, did you want to contact a therapist or a psychiatrist about your issue?
I have considered therapy in the past, but I did not know where to start.
Okay, that's simple. You have the internet, don't you? You know what that is?
Yeah,
You know
I
what
know
Google
that.
is, right?
Yeah,
You
I
can
know that.
fucking look it up. No offense, dude. There's no excuse other than possible payment. But you can do a payment plan, dude. There is no excuse.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
there
I know.
is help. There really no. I'm talking.
Okay.
There is help. You chose not to. While the 4 years that you have been doing this, okay? There is no excuse.
There isn't.
Exactly. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Jerry, do you have any more screenshots and evidence of his behavior at this time? Do you have any? Does anybody in here need to ask a question before we bring up the next set of screenshots?
Yes, actually,
ahead.
something came to my mind just now. So, BMan, one of the minors that you have been around pretty frequently, within the past years, and have even helped on multiple occasions with other creeps they were dealing with.
Yes.
Now, I need to know, were you also being weird towards her?
I did not ironically roleplay with her. I did say some things that might be considered weird, but I did not know was weird at the time, but it did not go to the extent that I did with Alia in the other minor.
I see.
I remember like one dude in your old server, I was saying the word I was calling beautiful, but it was typed like this. Let me type it.
I think I know what you're about to do. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah. Yeah, and I was saying it as like a pun, like beautiful, beautiful, and I did not realize at the time that it could be considered creepy. And someone did call me out on it, and I did. My defense was that I was not trying to be a creep.
All right. Skylar, I think we're ready to move on.
Let me ask you something, BMan. Because I really would like to know. If I were to read aloud what Alia has said to you in these role plays, and you know that I was, what if I was the one saying it to you? How would that make you feel?
I would feel really shitty.
Shitty. That's all you
Really
have to say. You know
No,
that I was, but yet you think it's okay to have this towards a minor. Do you understand?
I understand.
What you're doing to her is one of our worst nightmares. Because believe me, rape is so serious. And it is so damaging. You can't go back. You can't get what you lost back. And what you're doing to her between the ages of 12 and 16, and you fucking think that it was okay to continue for so long. You are literally reenacting some of the people's most worst nightmares. And it's not lovey-dovey. Do you understand?
I understand.
If I may interrupt, I have my own
Oh.
question. If you hear any background noise, I'm driving right now.
Go ahead, Swaggy. Go ahead.
I mean, B-Man, this had to start somewhere. Like, this doesn't like come out of the blue if I wanted to do that sort of stuff towards a minor. Like, there's obviously an origin point at this. Like, where does this even start? When?
Are you talking about when the ERP started, or?
No, it's like the fantasies of a kid. Like, where did that does not come across a normal person's mind. Like, where does this even start?
Frankly, I have no idea.
I'll be honest, I don't find that hard to believe because something this drastic comes from somewhere.
Oh, it does. I just don't really know where that whole thing came from. Like, it was a fetish of mine, and I was so ashamed of it.
I mean, I know that part. I'm talking about like the origin point though. Did this happen like during your time in Splat Source? Before you're in Splat Source?
I'm not too sure.
If in my final part of the question, since I'm close to home and everything, have you ever thought about doing that to a kid you know in real life?
I have not.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of my question for now.
Alright. Let's go to these new screenshots. If you were to literally reenact this right now to how about their parents, and you read out everything to their parents, you'd fucking feel different, wouldn't you?
I would feel very different. Yes.
But you wouldn't to a minor.
Like we.
Look, you know what? Don't even answer that. I already know the answer.
No,
And so do we.
I was trying to understand the question.
You would feel awkward about this to an adult, but you
Yes.
don't feel like that to a minor.
I would feel very awkward now since
Because you got caught.
because I've been hiding it. I've been hiding it, and I've regretted it since. But I didn't know how to like confess it or say it.
See, that's the shittiest thing about you. It's because, ooh, I was hiding it. It was, I got caught. Dude, it's not even the fact that you did it. Let's look at this first one. Looks away blushing. Holds you and kisses your lips. Really, dude? Let's go a little bit further.
Oh God, I really don't.
Yeah, we're going. Then you say in one of these, puts you down and ties you up. You're tying up a kid. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's talk about just the fact you're willing to even. Oh my god. I'm trying to keep my composure here. Because again, this is one of my biggest nightmares that's happened to me when I was a minor. And you're doing this to somebody who was younger than me at the time. Swaggy, could you just take over for a minute, please? I need a minute.
That's understandable, Skylar.
I had to deafen myself for a minute. I did not want to hear all of that. For like 10 fucking seconds. Holy shit. You do realize you could go to jail for this, right, BMan?
Yes.
Okay.
If
Because
it were ever to take it to
I'm not
then
done.
yes.
I'm not done. Not only that you ERP'd with a minor, but you also ERP'd with someone who wasn't even 13 yet. You literally ERP'd with an actual child. What is wrong with you?
Frankly, many things.
Like, be honest with me. Are you, like, attracted to children?
I am not.
I hate to say this, but I'm not buying it.
Me neither.
Because you literally told me that you literally ERP'd with 2 other minors.
One of them, mine actually.
When it doesn't really matter. It sickens me. It disgusts me.
Can I bring up something too?
Go ahead.
BMan, you met me during the time of the professionals. You remember
Yes.
that?
Yes.
And I believe I talked to you at least once about how Eric's creepy behavior affected me, especially after I started to realize just how bad everything was. I know it wasn't nearly as bad as the things that, like, the other people here have brought up, but the fact that I confided in you about all of that, and yet you still went on to do this type of shit to children. Dude, what the fuck? You witnessed me you witnessed me experiencing creepy behavior from Eric when I was 15 years old. I think you were probably in the call when I had a fucking panic attack when I was 16 and starting to realize that Eric might have been trying to groom me at that time.
I don't remember being in that call, but I do know he kept making creepy comments towards.
You witnessed. Yeah, point is, you witnessed the way this type of shit affects people, and yet you still went on to take advantage of Alia, even after that point.
And can I tell you something? Like, can I say something, Lily?
Go ahead.
This literally broke me because not only that you were like you were one of the few people that I trusted with, but I also told you that I too was also had a similar experience as a minor on Facebook. And yes, I was a teenager at the time. I did not know better because my high school friends has a lot of friends and I wanted to join them. Big mistake in my life. I fell victim to some shit like this. And I even told you about that too. Did I not?
You did.
Okay. I had to keep this shit to myself for years. Years. I wanted to get away from that experience. But now it keeps coming back to me. You understand why that I role play with the minimal amount of people. Like, yes, I do role plays too, but I do role play with a minimum amount of people that I trust dearly, and who is around my age. They're adults. Yes, you're right, Phrase. You're right. 3 of them. I role play with 3 of them the max. If you want to role play with people, god damn it, at least do it with people around your age, not with minors.
Mhm.
Or just ERP to begin with. Yeah, you're right, Jerry. Oh wait, let me ask you one time. BMan, when role playing with those minors, did you ask them for any explicit pics?
I don't remember doing so. But
Just say yes or no. Just say yes or no. That's all.
I don't remember if I did with Alia. I might have asked her for drones. I think at least once or twice, but I do not remember. But Alia has done like there are like
So not
like,
safe. So you literally
SSWR.
so you literally ask her for not safe for work art, correct?
I don't remember if I did.
Oh my god. Just say yes or no. Okay, that's literally all I wanted to hear.
Easy.
One thing has my concern, as you guys recall, he said that there might be more, but yet he doesn't remember. Like, I feel like that's something you would remember.
Yeah,
in having multiple.
No, he wouldn't. Here's the reason being, he's done it so many times.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about too. It's like there's
Yeah.
way more than 2. There's way more than 2. The fact that you don't remember it, BMan, is extremely concerning.
Well, it's like I said, I've done it so many times. I'm trying to look through the DMs by asking and I'm not seeing anything.
BMan?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's another thing that I remember. So I remember that so you remember, right?
Yes, him.
You know, I remember him mentioning that you've made him uncomfortable before. You've said some weird shit to him when he was a minor.
I don't remember saying anything of the sort, but I have often made jokes that bordered on NSFW.
I don't remember exactly what it was off the top of my head because it's been a while since I've seen the screenshot I was given, but I just felt that was worth bringing up as well. All right, does anyone else currently have anything to bring up either?
I believe it's time for the next round of questions. That's not already been done.
What questions do you have?
Honestly, my personal questions in regards to all of this, not really like community, is more like the mental position he was in. Like, because I mean, being guilt, I mean, it's kind of the start. He were kind of the start, and that we don't know if like he did it like the day before, because at least just look at the current screenshots, it's like a year ago. But there's been multiple victims and all that. Beeman, do you feel like some sort of like what I'm getting at? Just to jump to the conclusion portion of my rambling, like during the sessions, do you feel like I'm in power? I can like do whatever I want.
Are you asking if I felt like I had some sort of power over people?
Yeah, like during those sessions.
The only power I really felt was that it would it was under the assumption that it would be kept under wraps. I did not have the intention of pressuring anyone into any kind of secret keeping.
That's the thing that confuses me, though. Just that every pedo pretty much thinks that way too. Like, well, they didn't say no or that sort of stuff, but you knew.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I knew, and I regretted it for a while. I just didn't know how to confess or go about it.
Sometimes you don't even need. Okay, y'all. What I'm about to say, I'll be like, "What is this dude blabbering about?" But it's like, you don't even need to confess. Just delete all your social medias. Just delete all your social medias, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but you truly felt guilty. You would have taken action by now. Even to something as major as this, you would have taken, like, you had a whole year, just judging from the year ago screenshot. You had, assuming that Aaliyah was the most recent person, you had a whole year to figure this out. And I'm sorry, but yeah, no, continue.
Yeah, I had thoughts about actually confessing to someone. I've had thoughts about it at night, and I've been feeling regret, but I just did not know how to go about it.
I mean, that's the part I understand, but
like I truly felt guilty, but I chose to hide it as long as I could, which ultimately ended up biting me in the ass.
I
it's
mean,
kind of like
you knew
just from after this whole interview and stuff. Are you actually gonna remove yourself from social media?
Yeah, about that, I've been planning to make a statement on my Twitter in blue sky and just admitting to everything and telling people to not defend me, and then I'm gonna abandon my Twitter and blue sky accounts. Only thing I'm going to keep is my YouTube and my boomer book, since I need that to contact my mother.
That's
And
fair.
And the only reason why I want to keep my Discord is to chat with my girlfriend and the few close friends I have left, and that's it. I'm not gonna I was suggested by Sayuri back to take a year off of social media, at least a year. Now that's not going to fix everything, especially not of this severity. But time away to work on myself, to get some form of therapy.
Therapy's not going to be enough. You're literally going to have to talk to a psychiatrist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not even that.
Yeah,
It's just more. It's more or less like you probably mentally don't think this, but even though you're saying you're guilty, the deep corners, you're not. And the only reason why I'm saying this because you could be telling the truth about being guilty, saying all the helping stuff, but the only reason why I don't truly buy is because there's could be potentially 20, 30 victims of this, and the fact you only remember 2 is the only reason why I'm I am not believing this.
Well, I just know I did it with at least 2 to 3 minors.
And that's the thing.
Because I don't often remember things I do 3 years on. So
So is it like a rush sort of thing then? You get some sort of high from doing it?
high?
Yeah, you get some sort of bliss doing it.
I felt somewhat at bliss during the role plays I had with multiple people, and that was back when I was doing role plays regularly.
Okay.
Phrase wanted to ask. I'm sorry. Phrase wanted to ask if your parents are even aware of this.
They are not, and my mother, I don't really do I don't really show her my online activity. I prefer to keep that separate from my real life.
All right.
I've always operated that way.
All right, that's understandable. All right, that's fine.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So this is probably going to sound like a very weird question, but this is really eating at my head right now. BMan, since you've known me since I was 15 years old, oh god. I gotta ask, like, again, this might be a weird fucking question, but it is eating at my head right now, so I just gotta spit it out. Did you ever have any of those thoughts about me, particularly when I was still underage?
I have not thought about you in any sexual way. No role playing, no characters, nothing.
Okay.
That actually brings me to another question of mine. Why even start role playing with the minors in the first place? Like, unless this question's already been answered, and please correct me if I'm wrong, or is this being repeated? But what made you think, hey, I want to do this type of RP session with a minor? Like, because I'm more concerned about the origin point.
Yeah. So your question is that what made me think that it was a good idea to ERP with minus?
Like the current minors, like at the current time, like
Yeah.
you already know that, like, because this after the time of TCS and all that, you know that, like, being these pedos are goofy as fuck, but yet you still decided to do so. Like, I'm just more confused about the origin point, like, because like that's my main concern, is because this clearly stemmed from somewhere. Like, this isn't like all of a sudden I had this under urge to do this to a child. Like, no, this always stems from somewhere. So I'm trying to understand the origin point behind that. Like, that all of a sudden reading the Dude House Dropbox, maybe like, dang, minors. Like, what is the origin point, my guy? Like, it's clear you know, and deep down you know. So, like,
You're asking about my origin point, right?
yeah, the origin point that's behind it is like you knew, judging from like because this could even happen earlier on from like the Lou House, but just from the current information we have, so like after the Lou House and everything, so right, so you know that like it's bad and everything. Why still do it in the first place?
Frankly, I wish I knew at that point.
Yeah, that's all I had to ask.
To answer you, Lily, yes. I'll go ahead and ask it for Jerry. Jerry wants to ask, did you ever consider doing an erotic roleplay with OCs that are underage? Not with people, but like with OCs who are ran by adults.
I did not.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell us right now? Such as probably how many other minors you've done this with?
To my recollection, I've done it to 2 other minors.
2 others. So that will be a total of 4 or 5, correct?
No, just 3.
Just 3 total.
3 total to my recollection.
Okay. Did at any point that we came across, you know what? I need to ask this because this actually is terrifying me. Did at any point you wanted to have sexual relations with?
Nope.
Thank God.
Is there any final conclusions to anyone's questions? Because I'm assuming this is going to be at the very end.
This is probably going to be at the very end. I think we have just about everything we need.
Yeah. Well, one thing for sure is that yeah, BMan, what is your plan after all this? After this call, what are you gonna plan on doing after all this?
I'm still thinking, but my preliminary plan is to make a statement on my Twitter in Blue Sky. I set those to a status of interactive or something, which means that I will not be using those accounts. I will not be using those social platforms. I have already agreed with Sayuri to at least take a year off any like social platforms except for those close to me.
Okay.
Anymore?
And I am going to work towards change. And now this change will not be instant. This is not going to absolve everything, especially of this magnitude. And I completely understand that.
Let me.
I will not do any guilt tripping nonsense.
And you understand what the consequences are, right?
Yes.
After this call. Okay. That's all I need to.
Yes.
That's all I need to know for now. So
Yeah.
go.
Because this will appear on YouTube, and I will be making a thread on Blue Sky and Twitter, admitting to everything. And then I'm probably going to leave all the group chats I'm in with you guys, and then only keep this Discord to those I'm close with, IOL and some other communities I've been in, unless you want me to get out of those two.
Let me stop you right there. Even though that they say that you want to change, just realize that your chances of getting another chance is highly slim. Of people giving you it's highly slim.
Very slim, yes.
You were saying something about Joey, or
No. I just said like.
No, about before that. You were about to say something.
Oh yes, like I was gonna say that, like, regarding changing or not. But if my advice to you, you need fucking help, my guy. Something is wrong with you. I think I've asked you this question before, but are you attracted to children?
Am I sexually attracted to children?
Yes.
I sadly am or was addicted,
So
to
that's a yes,
I was
right?
to EY roleplay with some of them. Yes, I was, but I'm going to try and get therapy for that.
You mean a psychiatrist? Therapy won't work for shit.
I wouldn't say that. I really wouldn't. Believe
Okay.
me. Okay?
Go ahead.
Please believe me on that. So, you're going to need therapy and you're going to need a psychiatrist. Okay? End of discussion on that. Let me ask you something. Jerry, do yourself a favor and deafen. Because what I'm about to ask is going to fucking piss you off. BMan, if you had the opportunity and you ran into Alia on the street and she was inviting you, would you do it?
I would not.
That's bullshit. I'm sorry if I don't believe you. But you're willing to do this to two other individuals who are also minors. And you are more than happy for years on end, fully aware of their age. What would stop you from doing it in reality? Like outside of Discord? What would have stopped you? Because clearly the fact of their age did not stop you. On here.
It did not, and I thought about stopping it before, and I've had second thoughts, but I just don't know what went on in my brain then.
Hey, Jerry, keep yourself deafened until I ping you.
If I may interrupt, BMan, it's from everything you said so far. I truly do think this is kind of like a sort of drug where, like, you just don't remember. Like, the moment you see a glimpse, your rationality goes blank. The dopamine, all that fun stuff. Like, when you, for example, you do weed or alcohol, you don't really control what you're doing. I feel like in this case, it's kind of similar to that, but with you in in minors and stuff. So the reason why I don't believe you when you say like I will not do it is mainly because that's what every addict is like. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But they will proceed to do that. Like that's the reason why I don't believe you.
Yeah, it's like it's weird because I kept it online because I thought like the thing between online and real life is that there are things that people get away with online that they would never do in real life, and I know this is not an excuse or anything, but it's kind of like that mentality, and I will admit I had that mentality then. Like I
Okay.
like I
Let
would not.
me let me say something here real quick. Not trying to interrupt, but let me say something. TCS said the exact same thing, yet he ended up sending a dildo to a minor's home. Just stating that. So we already have more than enough proof that we've seen from our own community. What makes you any different at this point? Seriously, what makes you any different?
The only difference you would see is that I did not intend to do anything in real life with children like that.
Man, these messages prove otherwise.
I think the reason it hasn't happened in reality yet is because it hasn't gone on long enough for it to probably happen yet. But I think if we would have given you that time and if you had that opportunity, you probably would have said yes.
I would not
There's
have.
a good probability. You say no now because you're in front of
You're
us.
caught.
For one, you're literally being caught and you never came forward about it previously. So why would you admit to something like that now?
Let alone that you hit the shit for years.
I'm also going to
And you
barge
never
in.
went to get help.
I'm also going to barge in. We're also including, like, excluding, like, this whole conversation, like, before this conversation and everything. We're talking about, like, if you came across her before this whole conversation we had. That's what we're trying to say. Right now, of course, you're going to say no because your rationality is kicking in. But
Well,
in the while,
even before that, I had the mindset of online only. Like I was not going to meet up with any of you in real life, and I did not want to anyways. Like like I don't do that.
but you had the chance, though. You would.
I would not. I can see why you'd say that, but I barely go out except for work, so I do not meet people like that.
So if so, it's, what I gathered, it's kind of like a sort of drug for you, and it's just started. Correct?
Uh, yeah, you can say it's a drug, but I had I regret doing, and thank fuck I did not. I kept it to online only because if it were real life, then yeah, that's a whole another thing, and I did not ever want it to get to that, if any.
All right. So yeah, at least in a weird sense of thank goodness, it was just the start.
I guess you
So
can say that, but I did not have intend on having relations with any of them in that sort of way. All I cared about was the role play between representations of ourselves as inklings. That was my mindset then.
well, the thing is, like, there's still a minor behind the screen either way.
Yeah,
Even if your intention was, "Hey, I just want to do this to your OC," that's still a
yeah, yeah,
minor. That's the thing.
yeah, yeah.
Like maybe you just have an attraction towards the OC part. That's still considered pedophilia to the extent because it is a minor. You know, there's a minor behind that.
Yeah, yeah, it was the mainly the OCs I was focused on, not like the Shonas, if you will. Like I've
Not
always
like
had that mindset.
okay, so it's not the actual person you're lusting because it come from like everyone else's questions. Where I'm like the individual you're not really down bad for. It's more or less
the
You're-
sonas and OCs
Yeah.
they use.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that was my mindset. It was the OC and Sona, not the person itself.
So this will make like a comparison then. It's more or less kind of like how like people be out here defending like lollies and shotos. It's kind of like that sort of thing.
Well, I'm not defending it, but I'm just saying what my mindset was.
Yeah, you know, I'm just making the comparison to like.
Yeah, like I mean,
Okay.
it's still fucked up what I did. I'm just saying what my mindset was, and I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
defending all this here. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I was saying that. I was just trying to make a comparison to help you
Yeah.
understand the point I was coming across. But
I'm
yeah,
now going to ask at this time, real quick. I need you to write down in this chat the people that you have erotic roleplayed with. That were minors. I'm going to ask you this nicely only once.
all right. I have they go by you know about.
yeah.
Yeah, I have sporadically ERP'd with them. I don't
Okay.
remember they were at, but I think they were like 17, 16, something like that. I'm not
So
sure.
like in their teens, and with was it also was it like them as a person or their Sona?
Characters.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and step away for a little bit. Swaggy, I'm going to leave this to you just for a little bit, okay?
Cool by me.
All right.
Understood.
Thank you.
So I'm starting to see the origin point behind all this. Yeah, I really am. You may not know, but maybe you are constantly being exposed to this sort of content from either like Twitter or inappropriate websites, and it's slowly developed. Because it's, at least from the current information we have and what you said and everything, is that just looking at these screenshots too is mostly just in regards to RP, no like crazy stuff like that. It's just really disturbing RP sessions. Obviously, it does not exclude anything or try to like downplay it. It does not. Further from the truth, in fact. This is more or less just trying to get a better understanding of like the mindset behind it.
Yeah, it's basically the mind. It was my mindset at the time.
Yeah, like so you're not really attracted to children yet. I say yet because usually like I'm gonna say long and Shota, like just kid OC stuff. Just because, yeah.
Yeah, it was
But
like attracted to Splatoon personas, like
okay,
OCs, stuff like that.
yeah, you do realize that's like a gateway to actually liking children.
Yeah, it is. It is a gateway. I will admit that.
So like, so in this case, I mean, I'm still gonna consider you a pedo. I'm gonna be brutally honest. It's just, at least to this extent, at least gives a better picture to what the mindset was at the time.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I can basically be considered a pedo at this point. I'm not
Yeah, because
saying you that.
yeah, because technically, like, even though like, I mean, by definition, attraction to children that also includes OCs, stuff like that.
Personas, yeah.
Yeah. So that's still it's still considered that sort of field.
Yeah.
It's like a different name, but I don't
It's
know.
it's like a different type of attraction.
Yeah, I mean,
it's fucked up. It's fucked up all it's saying.
yeah.
It's
Obviously,
like
yeah.
what the mindset behind it was. I'm not
Yeah.
justifying anything. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm just exactly saying what was on my mind then. And my
Okay.
preference is
But you do realize that a lot of people that have preferences like that,
Yeah.
well, you like always. It's not like it's like case study. Usually, always start then having like CP in their hard drive and stuff. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay. Do you? This seems to be a really weird question, but it is relevant. Do you have a porn addiction?
I will say I have I will have I would say, but I do have a bit of an addiction to some types of porn, but not all. And
I'm just saying porn in general, like in general, sexual content.
uh
Let me just rephrase
yeah,
as that.
yeah,
So
in a sense, yeah, you could say that.
okay.
I try not to consume it like too much. I'm not TCS level, and I'm not trying to be.
Well, was it like before you started feeling guilty or after you started feeling guilty?
I think it was I think it was before, because I've had it like for like years, and even then
Yeah.
back then in 2014 I felt guilty about to be role plays, and uh and I just didn't know how to didn't know to how to manage it or come clean and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I have like severe I have like something, you know what inertia is, right? Like
Inertia.
inertia,
This for the people that don't understand. Let's go ahead and describe it.
yeah, basically what I know is that the inertia, when you want to do like a whole bunch of things, when you consider something, you set your mind on it, and then you just say don't do it for whatever reason, like a mental block, if you will, like
Yeah.
you haven't like certain thoughts, you have stuff like that, and yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
you think of doing something, like you want to do something, but you get all these thoughts about like what's gonna happen or what's gonna
Yeah.
come of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm assuming since everyone's pretty much heading to bed and stuff, I'm gonna make a conclusion point just to make sure everything hasn't been accounted for and all that fun stuff. It's not fun. I'm just being exaggerating, but so you don't really like children. You like their sona, and
Yeah,
you
it was the Sona I was into,
okay.
and not the people themselves.
But the sonas were children.
Yeah, I believe so,
Okay.
because Alia Sona was her Sona, so and
Yeah.
I believe it was the same age as Alia, so yeah.
All right. All right. And you do, or you sort of trying to recover from having a porn addiction.
Uh, are you asking me if I have a porn addiction?
No, like, are you either have one or you're recovering from it?
Uh, I believe I do have a porn addiction, but I'm trying to control, but it's not easy.
It's not. No, I'm not. It is a hard thing. It is a hard thing.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not trying to downplay it. Like it is a hard
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And then obviously we know that you felt guilty. Obviously. And
yeah.
then
I felt guilty for a while. I just did not know how to express it, or I wanted to
yeah.
confess to someone here, but I was afraid of what was going to happen.
All right. All right.
I wasn't sure of how I would have handled any type of
Yeah.
backlash to it, since because the thing is, I've been railing against these very same actions, and
Yeah.
I was like hiding my own guilt, basically.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was not realizing it until like later. Like
And then
I was
oh
so into it, probably because both out of the sense, since like Loot House and how everything was censored, you got censored and bullied if you did not believe the victims of TCS and code, because you were getting harassed all the time.
yeah. I mean, usually that is a common biological thing in general, though. And then the
Yeah,
next thing, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm just trying to just wrap up the conclusion and everything.
yeah,
It's then, yeah, we recovered that pretty much concluded that you're not like if this continued on, for
yeah.
example, like let's say like you don't feel guilty about it, none of that. This is a complete what if scenario. Would you have gone after the children, like them as a person, as their son of like as an individual?
I would have not, because I did not feel attraction to those individuals.
But you do realize that it is a gateway, right?
Oh, I realize it's a gateway.
And regarding like with the porn addiction and everything, it does lead down to it. So like,
It can, yeah, and yeah, it does lead down to that. But I've kept it to OCs and role plays and stuff, but I do recognize that it can be a gateway towards
okay,
something else, something else.
and
And
by
I do,
yeah,
uh,
yeah. No, you continue.
but yeah, like I do have something of my own to show, since
All
I'm
right.
going to be transparent.
Yeah.
I'm going to be transparent. This is my entire DM history with Aria, as captured by what was it? Discord chat explorer.
Okay. Let me load up.
Yeah, just to be transparent.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate the transparency. Honestly, like
Yeah,
honestly,
I don't.
I know like all the reactions have been bad, but they are justified. It is
Yeah,
good
I mean,
to a certain extent.
I expected it. I expected it, and I'm not gonna fight against that. I want to like give him, like, I want to be different from
Yeah.
all
You're
the
actually
other people.
you plan on trying. You just don't know where to start.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't want to be like those people, like Angie,
Yeah.
who keeps fucking lying about
Yeah.
why people hate her.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So I'm just gonna cut you off just because I know people are getting like tired of everything and all that.
yeah,
So to conclude, after this, are you just gonna go ahead and do the Blue Sky Twitter confirmation thing?
yeah, I'll make a statement, and I'll probably do a form of apology of sorts, but I'm not gonna like
Guilt trip or
I
anything?
well, I'm trying to like think of how to word it so that I don't
Okay,
come
no, that's
off as
fine.
preachy. I come off as preachy, attention seeking, feel bad for me, stuff like that. I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
that. I want to craft it as a hey guys,
like a proper
uh,
logical thing.
yeah, like
Okay.
like I fucked up. Do not defend me. I would take time off the internet. It's up to you if you want to forgive me, give me another chance, or just like hate on me, something like that. You know, like
Yeah.
hell, like I'd be comfortable with someone telling me to.
Well, we're
Okay.
not going to that level because that's just stupid. But, you know.
Well, of course, but I mean,
We're,
I
we're
mean,
just like he's just talking about the logical reaction to the information.
I get it.
So I believe this concludes it, unless there's some unknown information that we don't know.
from my end, I believe we can conclude things. When I want to crack something for Twitter, when I'm gonna like log out of those accounts, delete the Twitter and Blue Sky apps, and
Okay.
leave every group chat that I'm still in with you all. And when you guys can feel free to do whatever you want, block me, send me death threats, keep your tabs on me, whatever. But
Yeah.
but it's all up to you. I'm not really gonna fight anything.
Okay. Well, yep. Oh wait, I'm just gonna go ahead and read Bubblegum's thing real quick, just because he is muted. So this is all quotation from him. All I can say is I'm very upset when I see this unfold. I do have a lot of respect for you, BMan, and you're a cool person to be around with. But after hearing this, my heart sank a lot to the point that I slammed my desk so hard in rage. As the owner of Splat Co., you're kicked out of the group permanently, since I have zero tolerance with stuff like this. I really hope you get all the help you get. After this call, we're going our own separate ways. Good luck in the future. Does anyone else have any final words before we permanently close this?
As for me,
I do.
no.
Sorry, you go first.
As for me, B-Man, I appreciate you being honest with me, honest with all of us. But what you did actually broke my heart. It actually did because I trusted you. You were like a brother to me. And now all of these years of hanging out got thrown out the window. And as Matt said, we are going our separate ways. I really hope you get the help that you need because I know for a fucking fact that you are desperate to get some help. And your mind is clearly telling you the same thing.
Yeah.
And it hurts. You know, like knowing that you're a chill guy, like what Matt said, and it hurts me and it angers me that you of all people would do this shit. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. You were the last person I know who would do this. I wish you the best of luck in the future, BMan. But seriously, there's something wrong with you, and you know it. We all know that you have a problem, and and you need to deal with that. I can't be, and what Matt said, I can't be with friends who are child predators like you.
Can I say something?
Hold on. And I wish you the best of luck. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Lily.
Okay. You know, it deeply disturbs me that you were in a lot of spaces with minors, especially minors who were victims of grooming and shit like this, you know? All while doing all of this shit to Alia, who, mind you, had to deal with pizza hyper, you know? The fact that you were getting yourself involved in all these situations all while hiding this shit and doing this shit, it deeply disturbs me. And I absolutely hope you never get involved in anything like in any of this shit again. I hope you never get involved in any situation that involves a child, especially a child that has been victimized, you know? And this might be harsh and immature, but I'm going to end it off with go fuck yourself. Now I'm done.
All right, I believe that's everyone. Fuck. We can go ahead and cut this interview off then. This interrogation.
Okay, I don't think Phrase, Annie, or Skylar, or Plumbee said anything, but I don't think I'm going to hear anything from them, so.
Yeah, I believe they're just listening, which is probably for the best, but
Skylar's on, so do you have
Okay, I'll wait.
Do you have any final words to BMan before we end this?
I expected better of you, truly. But you just go to show that you can't trust anyone. And that's why there's a lot of hate right now still left in the world. And now you're just part of the problem. Get some fucking help. Don't even fucking think about coming back until you actually get some fucking help that's actually worth a damn. Because as of right now, you're just as bad as TCS is now, a little bit worse considering it's about a... That's all I got left to say to you. Good luck.
I'm out of here.
Same.
I'm also out of here. Good
Yeah.
night.
Yep. Have a good night.